The alien is not intrinsically evil. Do not hate him, pity him his ignorance. Seek to understand his differences and acquaint him with his inadequacies. Only then will he accept his place in the greater good. In the far future of the Warhammer 40K universe, the Tau Empire shines as a beacon of hope and unity, challenging the pervasive darkness with their unwavering belief in the greater good. The Tau's unique belief system sets them apart, making them one of the most controversial factions in all of 40K. In this video, I'd like to explore several key aspects of the Tau Empire and why their addition to the 40K universe provokes debate. The Tau Empire emerged from the planet Tau, located in the eastern fringe of the galaxy. Initially, the Tau were a tribal society, fractured by war and strife among various factions. However, the appearance of the Ethereals, who became their leaders, presented a new vision for Tau society, and consequently brought about unprecedented peace and unity. With their wisdom and guidance, the Tau tribes were held together by a common purpose, encapsulated in the philosophy of the greater good. This newfound unity had profound implications, not just socially, but technologically. Pooling their collective knowledge and resources, the Tau experienced a meteoric rise in technological prowess. From rudimentary tools and methods, they leapfrogged to advanced interstellar capabilities, marking their evolution from a war-torn tribal civilization to a formidable galactic empire in an impressively short span of time. Tau society is distinguished by its caste system, a model that ensures the smooth functioning of the empire with the fire, earth, water, air, and ethereal castes, each playing a distinct role. Above all, the Ethereals, possessing a mysterious form of influence, provide leadership and ensure adherence to the philosophy of the greater good. Fire caste members serve as the military arm of the empire, trained for combat from a young age. The Earth caste is a class of builders, scientists, and engineers who propel the Empire's technological advancement. The Water caste is skilled in diplomacy and trade and enables Tau interaction with other species. The Air caste specializes in space travel and air combat and oversees interstellar navigation. The design of this rigid caste system allows for each segment of Tau society to work cohesively towards the Empire's broader goals, optimizing the strengths and abilities of each caste. This intricate web of interconnected duties and specializations creates a societal harmony where every caste is essential and none can function optimally without the support of the others. These strict roles also result in severely limited freedom and individual choice. The diplomatic strategy of the Tau Empire truly sets them apart. Rooted in their core philosophy of the greater good, the Tau approach diplomacy with a genuine aim for mutual benefit and peaceful coexistence. The greater good, also known as Tauva, is the foundational ideology of the Tau, emphasizing collective unity and the equality of all sentient beings. This belief promotes setting aside individual differences and uniting for the broader well-being of all species in the galaxy. While the Tau are not intent on erasing other species' cultures or religions, they may not always respect their autonomy. Many have embraced this ideology, including some imperial worlds that have joined the Tau Empire. However, certain species value their independence, rejecting the greater good, which the Tau perceive as narrow-minded and self-centered. Guided by the astute members of the Water caste, who are specifically trained in diplomacy and interspecies relations, the Tau are often eager to establish trade agreements, alliances, and even absorb other civilizations into their expanding empire. However, this assimilation isn't purely through forceful conquest, as it is frequently preceded by extensive periods of cultural exchange, trade, and subtle influence, aiming to convince potential allies of the benefits of joining the Tau's vision of the greater good. As a result, the Tau Empire includes a variety of member species, such as the Kroot, Vespid, and humans, each bringing unique cultural attributes to their empire. This emphasis on persuasion and integration rather than sheer domination makes their diplomatic strategy both unique and controversial. Tau warfare is primarily executed by the Fire caste, with support from the Air caste. The Tau draw their tactics from ancient hunting methods and utilize them in the form of hunter cadres typically assembled from the same star system. Emphasizing meticulous mission-based planning and offensive strategy, the Tau focus on quickly neutralizing enemy forces rather than gaining and holding territory. The Tau also employ two primary tactics: Mont Ka, a swift, devastating strike intended to cripple the enemy's critical defenses, and Kaoyan, an ambush strategy designed to lure enemies into a prepared kill zone. Known for their patience and enhanced visual range, Tau warriors excel as sharpshooters with their advanced plasma and railgun weaponry. Despite their preference for ranged combat, the Tau recognize the necessity of melee engagement in warfare. For this, they rely on alien auxiliaries like the Kroot. In a common strategy, a squad of fire warriors will soften enemy formations with long-range weaponry, while a squad of Kroot carnivores stands ready to protect the fire warriors from enemy melee attacks. The Tau evolved distinct physiological traits based on the environment and duties associated with each caste, effectively leading to each caste being a subspecies within the larger Tau race. Physical strength varies among the castes, with the fire caste being robust but slightly weaker than the average human, a result of the weaker gravity on their home planet. In comparison to humans, Tau have superior vision that encompasses ultraviolet and infrared wavelengths, although they possess slower focusing reflexes and weaker depth perception, especially in dim light. Another element of their unique physiology is the fact that their sense of smell is located inside their mouths. The Tau have a unique stance in the universe due to their complete absence of psychers, giving them a distinct resistance to warp-based mental influences, but minimal protection against physical psychic powers. This psychic void renders them as mere flickers in the warp, insulating them from possessing or developing psychic abilities. The Tau do not possess a complete understanding and awareness of the dangers of the immaterium, and have concluded that the warp is incompatible with their philosophy of the greater good. Therefore, along with orcs and the Tyranids, they consider the forces of chaos to be beyond negotiation and unfit for inclusion in their empire. The Tau's lack of psychic abilities also means they do not have navigators, leading them to travel at slower sublight speeds, resulting in a methodical and measured expansion across the universe. The Tau Empire's conquest is characterized by distinct phases of growth, referred to as spheres of expansion. The first sphere of expansion, spanning over millennia, saw the Tau Empire extend across 8 fully settled star systems known as septs. These periods denote significant advancement involving intensive resource accumulation, exploratory missions, and military campaigns to establish and secure new territories. This expansion operates in a cyclical manner. Upon transforming a colony into a stable settlement, this new foundation serves as the launch point for subsequent growth. Many Warhammer fans hold a particular disdain for the Tau due to their benevolence, which stands largely as a contrast to a universe that celebrates a grimdark and dystopian aesthetic. Their diplomatic approach and lack of xenophobia stands out against the overarching themes of brutality and warfare, leading some to view them as naive or out of place. Their apparent normalcy and attention to real-world technology makes them unique, but also somewhat alien in a universe that has become so defined by extremes. Moreover, the Tau's visual design, heavily influenced by mecha anime, further fuels discontent as to many it represents a departure from the established visual style of the game. Thus, the controversy surrounding the Tau is multifaceted. They challenge traditional notions of what fits within 40K, both in terms of thematic content and visual design. While some value their uniqueness and more grounded approach, others argue that they disrupt the specific flavor of the 40K universe, leading to a divide that continues to provoke debate. But I'm curious to know what you think of the Tau. Do you feel that their unique diplomatic approach and overall aesthetic adds to or detracts from the spirit of Warhammer 40K? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe for more Warhammer 40K and other sci-fi and fantasy news and lore. Thank you all so much for your support, and as always, have a very nerdy day.